Arma Reforger was released in early access showcasing the new gaming engine by Bohemia Interactive, Infusion. Infusion engine was designed as a complete overhaul and functional improvement from the real Virtuality 4 engine used by Arma 3. One of the improvements was a major one, the one improvement that keeps the Arma franchise alive. Modding. You have identified many improvements in Arma Reforger from Arma 3. There are already videos listing the most appreciated improvements and features in the gameplay experience. Some of these features, such as climbing, started to sound too familiar, which begs the question, did Bohemia steal these mods? To answer that question, I took it upon myself, despite nobody, literally nobody, asking, to test each one of these features out and see them in Arma 3. Picture-in-picture scopes, which are most noticeable on highly magnified scope, create a more realistic and immersive feel when aiming down through a scope. Climbing and jumping. Your infantry soldier can jump around and climb over fences. Radio comms. Communicate to those immediately around you by talking or change radio frequencies to talk over longer distances. 3D vehicle entry. No more action menu scrolling nonsense. Look and enter vehicle seat selection. Literally just gawk at that beautiful M2 gun and bam, you're firing away. This feature works inside and outside of vehicles. Adjustable walking pace. Properly handle any CQB situation by specifically adjusting your walking pace. Smooth movements. Arma 3 vanilla is clunky. The movement does not help. Mods make your soldier less twitchy. Terrain textures. No mod can completely meet up to Infusion's aesthetic, but this mod adds even higher textures and more grass to match that realistic feel in Arma Reforger. Less HUD. BI specifically wants you, the player, to be more immersed in the game by minimizing the HUD elements. Arma 3 modders were way ahead. Distant shadows. Hide you from enemies when you're hiding in the shadow of the forest. You used to be exposed as the shadows did not render. Soundscapes. Gunfiring sounds now travel and reflect off surfaces, making you feel the chaos of a gunfight at a deeper level. Furniture. Homes, shops, and towns no longer feel empty and abandoned, as couches, tables, and other household items are dynamically placed into buildings. This mod makes the soldier climb ladders not at snail pace. Can you feel it? You can now see the randomness and recoil of the M60 in Reforger and modded Arma 3, as opposed to Arma 3 vanilla where recoil only moved the gun straight up. Wall collisions. Hallelujah! No more guns going through walls. Your guns now collide with walls because physics. 2 primary weapons. Do you ever have that need to kill? Or would you like a sniper and a machine gun at the same time? Yeah, you can do that. Rocket while prone. I didn't know this, but apparently you can't shoot RPGs while prone in Arma 3. Well, this mod solves that. Pointing. Physically point with your pointing finger at this car. Pretty cool, huh? Your teammates now understand what you mean by over there. You can now check out your gun. Melee. Don't just shoot the bad guys, but beat them to a bloody pulp. Use that buttstock with just a click of a button. Then shoot. Breaking windows. That same melee mod can be used to break windows. Yeah, vanilla Arma 3 did not let you break windows this way. Neither does the famous improved melee system mod work, but this mod works perfectly. Action menu. The infamous action menu was sort of removed from Reforger. What's left of it resides in much more intuitive places on the screen. Driving. You could say Arma 3 is most infamous for its vehicle driving. Cars hitting a pebble used to sling you flying into the air. Now you have inertia, gravity, and basic physics. Map holding. When a soldier opens his map, you and your friends can see that he is looking at the map instead of staring into the abyss. Better maps. The maps are also easier to read, the different road sizes are more distinguishable, and map markers are easier to see. Flashlight on map. When it's dark outside, the map actually gets dark, and you will turn on your flashlight to read the map. Medical. This is where vanilla Arma has finally jumped ahead of its mainstream competition. Bullets don't just cause damage now, you actually begin to bleed. And you don't just spontaneously heal either. Without bandaging, you will bleed out and die. And pain is accounted for here too. And yes, it takes time to bandage yourself. Ragdolls. Dead enemies no longer just collapse or fling their entire body over being shot by a small bullet. There is real physics based on the position, movement, speed, and hit spot where a dead soldier might actually fall in a real way. Shoulder light. Reforger added the flashlight that can be placed on the shoulder. This light allows you to see in the dark while holding a gun and is particularly useful when you do not want to use a weapon flashlight. Smoke. Pay attention closely. The AI can no longer spot an enemy through smoke. You can actually reasonably use smoke as cover. If they see you walk into the smoke, the AI will still guess and shoot into the cloud. Explosions. Explosions, particularly vehicle explosions, are more beautiful and engulfing. There is no more annoying vehicle cook-off either. Just beautiful slow burning, followed by beautiful fireworks. Bullet hits. Bullet hit effects are more defined and diverse. Essentially, more dust is noticeable when a bullet hits objects. Shooting into the metal causes sparks. Shooting rubber tires gives a small puff of air. This goes for vehicles and structures. And shooting sandbags send off a large cloud of sand, and shooting concrete reflects a noticeable sand cloud. Inventory. The inventory now lets you manage the items within each piece of apparel at the same time, as opposed to only one at a time. AI voices. The AI are more immersive. When AI throws a grenade, he might yell grenade. When an AI has a grenade thrown at him, he might freak out and scream. The same can be said for being shot at, seeing enemy rocket launchers, and they even cheer. Name tags. You can now see other people's names by just looking at them. Before, you could only see their role, such as rifleman or officer. Mountain goat. This is anti-realism. Climbing steep hills or mountains used to limit your speed. Not anymore. You take after mountain goats and can climb a slope at normal speed. And that just about covers all the new features in Arma Reforger that are also mods in Arma 3. Download the mod list, which we will call A3 Reforge, from the video description, and give it a try. You may find the mod list useful if you want to wait on buying Arma Reforger, but want to get an idea of how it plays. Tell me if there are any mods or features that you would like to see added to Arma Reforger and Arma 3. If this video gets 100 likes, I will make matching controls between Arma Reforger and Arma 3, particularly for this mod list, making the transition from Arma 3 to Arma Reforged even easier when you get around to it, or heck, even Arma 4 if you decide to wait that long. Again, help me out. Just 100 likes. I think that's a reasonable number. Tell your friends to give a like to this video. And I will go through all the time, saving you all the time and effort to get all of those dang controls matched up to make that transition to Arma 4 even easier.